Welcome back in, everyone, to another Reverse 1999 video. Today we are going to talk about a touchy subject that is the patch 1.6 right now and the new character Jiu Niangzi that is coming out, and how she is kind of just quaking the community and splitting them straight down the middle. This is not going to be a gameplay video or anything. My intention with this video is to bring forth thought-provoking conversation in the comments section. So if you haven't subscribed already, we do gotcha content on this channel, Reverse 1999 being one of them, Black Clover Mobile, and in the future we will add some more games as well. So with the recent update that is 1.6, the game has introduced a new character that is the first true limited character to the game. And what that means is that she will not be returning to the regular banner pool or any of the pools going forward unless it is another limited character. So this would be the only point that you would be able to summon for her and get her within who knows how much time, because we haven't had a rerun of one of the limited characters yet. So that being said, why is the community split on her? Well, a couple things. Is the first and foremost is the story. I've been reading a lot of the posts and everything that people have been talking about. The story in 1.6 kind of went in a direction that people were, I wouldn't say like disliking completely, but it wasn't fitting the whole niche and needs of what the story had already, coming from like 1.2, 1.3, 1.4, which were received as phenomenal parts of the game, phenomenal parts of the story, everything, additions to the events and everything that we got with it. People were really enjoying those. Besides 1.1 with Melania on the non-global servers, everyone pretty much loved and enjoyed those events and the updates and everything that came forward. Now, coming with 1.5, it started going down a little bit. That was the, I believe, the New Year's patch, which had high hopes for the CN server. For us, we were, for New Year's and global, we were still in 1.2, which we are right now, and we're getting 1.3 in 4 days time. So we'll be going into 1.3 in 4 days time. So pretty cool on that. So about this new character, I'm going to go ahead and pop over to the screen over here and we'll take a look at her. This is her right here. She is a mineral DPS character. Something funny, I was reading one of the posts. Let me see if I can find it. Which one was it? So this one right here, and by no means am I trying to call out this person at all, but, and I don't, honestly, me personally, I don't understand this. This is not something that I really play games for, so it's not something that I can comment on. But if there are people out there that play games for male or female characters and stuff like that, then fully understandable. That's your go-to for a game. It's your enjoyment. It's your right. It's nothing wrong with that. But to me, I was just reading this, I laughed at it. I'm not against this person because I understand different niches and different wants whenever you're playing a game. Like for myself, I always look for more of like the katana users or higher intellectual users and stuff like that in games. Like for example, my favorite character right now in Reverse 1999 has to be Black Dwarf. She comes out in the next couple of days. I love astrology. I love anything to do with space and everything like that. I'm very fascinated about it, along with like NASA, everything, blah, 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 whatever. So my niche, when I go into that, I'm like, man, I can't wait to pull for this character because the aesthetics fit perfect. Same thing with Voyager. Voyager as well was one of those characters. I haven't got her yet, and I didn't want to summon on the banner because I'm a meta slave as well. So it was something where my niche kind of fell into that category. But that was kind of one of the nuances that I saw, is that this person basically, in hindsight, they were saying that too many meta supporters that come out are male characters, which, yeah, they are. I mean, honestly, you look at Charmaine. Then we have, who's the next one that came out after Charmaine, or that we're getting after Charmaine? Where are we at? Blah, blah, blah. So we get Six, which is also a support character. Pickles was a support character as well. So it's, yeah, back to back to back, we're getting these crazy support characters that are all males and they're meta. And to his or to this person's fact is that this game was kind of supposed to be more of a female cast. And yeah, I could understand that it's disappointing in that regard. So different mindsets on the problems going forward in this game. For me, I'm not falling into a lot of those categories because I play this game with a different mindset of enjoyment. When I'm playing Reverse 1999, it's a breath of fresh air to other gacha games because of the cards, the incantation system, the way that they utilize like buffers and supports and healers and stuff like that. I just find it interesting, and also the story as well. I've had fun with it. I mean, the story has been a very fun story thus far, and we'll see if it continues for global. I know that back in the past, the translation and everything was god awful, but I do remember reading somewhere that they were hiring better translators. So we'll see with 1.3 coming out in a couple of days. We'll see how much we've gotten further when it comes to that. So anyways, back on topic to the new character coming out. She is a DPS mineral, which we are literally in 4 days getting Black Dwarf. So we have a DPS mineral there, and which is very good DPS mineral. So another thing is that we keep on replacing our main DPSs with all these banners. And the biggest thing with a limited character is that since it's not going to be returning, in all rights, in all rights to the company, whether you think it's right or wrong, in all rights to the company, they're power creeping with her. She is going to be one of the first characters that we get within Reverse 1999 that truly just power creeps everyone else. I mean, I was reading through her kit. I was also reading through this very good information. I will link this that way. If anyone is interested, they can go and take a look at it. This was basically a comprehensive data analysis on her as a character with all of her damage and her skills, the best way to use them, the resonance, everything like that. Summarized everything in total with a lot of good information here. So I will definitely link that down below, and y'all can go ahead and take a look at that whenever you want. But she is pretty insane. The ways that her abilities work is they are similar to, I would say they're most similar, honestly, to Black Dwarf, where you're stacking a certain stat, or like a Pickles, where you can stack a certain stat. So actually, a lot of characters have this. But hers in particular, it just gets a little crazy once you get to a certain amount of stats. And read this strategy experience and everything like that, because it goes way more into detail. I don't want to just bore y'all and read everything that they put down, but in hindsight, her damage gets crazy. She is also, I would say, coming off of Black Dwarf and Charmaine, where you can really see that portrays start to make a big difference. Hers makes a big fucking difference. I mean, it is a huge difference in getting her P5, which is scary because we know this character is coming. Now, if you are free to play and you are a meta chaser as a free to play, in any reality, the smartest thing for you to do is literally not spend anything from right now all the way till she comes out to P5 her, because she is 100% the best character in the game. I mean, without a doubt, she is going to do almost like, I would say 50 to 80% more damage than any other character could possibly achieve that is out right now. That's the power creep that is going from where we're at to where she is. That being said, the luxury that we have in global is that we can see in the matter of 2 weeks or 3 weeks, whenever the next leaks come out, if they are going to continue this pattern. If they're not going to continue this pattern and she is just a truly one-off experience or one-off character that we're getting, then it would be silly to not build every team in between until she comes out. Me personally, I'll tell you, I am 100% not going to P5 her. It's just, I'm not playing that game for this reason, because there's no PvP, there's no leaderboard, there's no reason to do this unless you want to make content on the absolute highest damage that is done in the game. Understandable. If that's your forte, then go for it. No problem there. I'm not speaking against anyone. What I'm saying is the smartest decision, and this is my opinion, but I've done research, I've done thinking, I've read everything that I can. I've thought about every different predicament that you could be in. Most of the time when people are playing gacha games that are PvE related, we are playing to collect the characters that we like, and we do like the characters that we enjoy to have sustenance and the ability to be used later on. If every character after Jiu Niangzi comes out and they are power creeping everyone behind, we're going to be in trouble. But I don't think so. And let me tell you why. Is because this company, whether they've done this in their other games or in the past and stuff like that, it doesn't look like it's the path that they're taking for Reverse 1999. I think in all seriousness, and this is, I promise you, if I could just show you, I will take a screenshot if no one believes me, whatever. I've probably played at least over 100 gacha games. So I have experience when I'm talking to this, and it's very new for me to jump in on conversations and like Reddit and stuff like that. Usually I avoided that stuff because I like to learn everything myself without copying someone else's style or their methods and everything like that. But now, because I'm doing content, I found myself more just kind to read what the community is talking about. That way I can bring light information that I think would be most valuable for you guys in the community. But that being said, the reason that I don't think that they're going to be just power creeping every character beyond is because so far they've listened. The smallest little fact that this company has gone and they've went out of their way to hire better translators. Yes, 100% we deserve that from the beginning. It should have been done and dusted before the game even launched. They should have had this under wraps, but they listened and they did that. They have also rewarded us with tons and tons of material within the events that they put out. Enough to basically get one of the two premium characters to their maximum status in the game, I3, from just doing the events. And the events have not been hard. I promise you, I apologize that I forgot his name, but there's another content creator. I will link him in the video as well. There's another content creator that was able to go through all of the content with just using the free units that you get from the game, and then also just using the lower 4 stars and 3 stars in the game as well, completing everything. I don't think even till today, none of my characters, I'm not a whale by any means when it comes to that. I'm not a whale by any means. I've spent maybe $100, we'll say, maybe $100 in total. And that's just to secure the characters. That way I can make content for you guys on the character and give my insight on that. It's not even to get like their portrays or anything. I just wanted one copy of them. So I think the only character I have that has multiple copies possibly is Melania. And that's only because if you go watch the summoning video, I got like 2 or 3 of her in one summon. And I was like, oh shit, I'm done. Like, let me just be done with this. I don't need to summon anymore. A lot of these characters and stuff like that, they're still usable in all the content. And they are still getting skin updates with different events. So we're able to have more content for the characters that we like and enjoy. And they're not just getting rid of those. A lot of these characters make appearances in later on events and stuff like that and still have relevance. We still get a continuation of the main story, which we haven't in global yet. So we still have a lot of stuff to come. If you look at a lot of these, I guess these conversations that are going on, and this is not meant to bash anyone by any means that is having these conversations, but they're talking about the power creep as if it's a problem in regards to where if they don't pull this character, then they're not going to be able to complete the content that is coming up, or they feel like they're being forced into just spending all their resources on these premium characters and stuff like that. And that's not the case. It truly is not the case. There's no reason that you can't use the characters that are already out. And I opened up all these tabs, and I just wanted to preface this by showing these the kind of the amount of characters that we have out already, 6 stars, and the ones that we will be getting in 1.4 or 1.3, 1.4, 1.5, and then of course 1.6 coming, is we have a good lineup of diversity already. That being said, the only thing I guess you can look into is these two elements right here, the spirit and the intellect. And these are the ones that I wish we would have more of, because I like those little, diversity units and stuff like that. But there's nothing really to worry about when it comes to 1.6. The only thing I could say is, looking forward past 1.6, is what is the content that we're getting. If the content requires a crazy character that's doing 30 to 60% more damage than everyone else, be scared and just hope and pray to the reverse 1999 and blue pot gods, blue epoch, whatever their name is, that they don't continue down that path. But right now, I don't think we have anything to fear. I think this character is probably something that someone that they just held dear in character creation. Maybe they were excited to get this character out, and they wanted her for story purposes or whatever it is, because we haven't got there yet, and I haven't spoiled myself, so I don't know, for her to be that powerful. Maybe there's a reason for it. Maybe there's content that requires her to be used in it, and that's not good. But if there's not, then we're fine, because it's a PvE game. There's no PvP concept to it. And whether you get her or you skip her, whatever it is, or you get one of her and not portray her up, you should be good. But anyways, guys, thank y'all so much for watching. I hope that you guys can continue this conversation in the comments, and please be polite. Don't be rude. Don't attack one another. I'm not here for that. I will block those comments immediately. I'm not playing that stuff. I don't care to argue. I want to have thought-provoking conversations about the game. I want to hear all of you guys' insight on this, what you're thinking, kind of what your ideas of what the future should be, whether it's character creation, content, events, story, anything and everything about this. Please share it with me down below. And if any of this video brought you any good information or insight, or just made you think a little bit and wanted to make a comment, please hit that subscribe button. Like I said in the beginning of the video, we do daily or every other day reverse 1999 content, and I'll see you in the next video.